Let this story be a soft embrace to ease ye into rest. Blossom and Clover, a tale of gratitude. This story is about Blossom, a kind girl, and Clover, a dwarf, who use magical gratitude crystals to save their village and discover the true power of thankfulness. Once upon a time, in the tranquil village of Evergreen, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Blossom. She had a radiant smile that could brighten even the gloomiest of days. One fine morning, Blossom decided to take a walk through the enchanted redwood forest. As she wandered deeper into the woods, she stumbled upon a small, hidden clearing. There, sitting on a mushroom, was Clover, a gentle dwarf with a long white beard and twinkling eyes. Blossom greeted Clover warmly, and they quickly became friends. Clover shared tales of ancient magic and secrets of the forest, while Blossom spoke of the village and her dreams. Days turned into weeks as their bond grew stronger. One day, a terrible storm struck Evergreen, causing the river to overflow and flood the village. Homes were damaged, and the villagers were in despair. Blossom knew she had to help. She hurried to the redwood forest to seek Clover's advice. Clover listened intently, and then led Blossom to a hidden grove where sparkling crystals hung from the trees. He explained that these were gratitude crystals, which held the power to heal and restore. They glowed brighter with every act of kindness and thankfulness. Blossom and Clover gathered the crystals and returned to Evergreen. With the villagers' cooperation, they started decorating the homes and streets with the crystals. Slowly, the village began to recover. The crystals emitted a warm, soothing light that mended buildings and dried the floodwaters. Grateful for the miraculous change, the villagers expressed their thanks through kind acts to one another. Neighbors helped rebuild homes, children cared for the elderly, and the village flourished once more. Blossom and Clover watched with joy as gratitude spread throughout Evergreen. Each evening, as the sun set, the crystals shone with a brilliant light, a testament to the power of thankfulness. Blossom realized that true magic lies in a grateful heart, and she carried this lesson with her always. From that day on, Evergreen became known as the Village of Gratitude, where every act of kindness was cherished. Blossom and Clover's friendship remained steadfast, and they continued to explore the wonders of the redwood forest together, always mindful of the power of gratitude. Here's another story to ease you into the night. Iris and Buttercup, a tale of inspiration. The story is about a girl named Iris and a salamander named Buttercup, symbolizing the powerful and inspiration for their magical adventures and timeless friendship. In a land where the sun kissed the horizon each dawn and painted the sky in shades of pink and gold, lived a girl named Iris. Iris was known for her kind heart and boundless curiosity. Her days were filled with adventures through the lush meadows and tranquil forests that surrounded her home. One early morning, as the stars whispered their final secrets to the moon, Iris stumbled upon a glowing rock by a sparkling stream. As she approached, the rock began to shimmer and transform, revealing a small, delicate salamander with scales that glittered like tiny sapphires. "Hello, Iris," said softly, captivated by the creature's beauty. The salamander, who introduced himself as Buttercup, tilted his head and returned her greeting. Over time, Iris and Buttercup became inseparable friends. They would travel together, sharing stories and marveling at the wonders of their world. Buttercup had an incredible talent for storytelling, his tales laced with magic and ancient wisdom. He spoke of forgotten lands, brave heroes, and the unyielding power of hope. Iris found herself inspired, her imagination ignited by the vivid pictures Buttercup painted with his words. On a particularly gloomy day, when the clouds cloaked the sky in shades of gray, Iris felt a wave of sadness she couldn't shake off. Sensing her distress, Buttercup curled up beside her. "Do you want to hear a story?" he asked gently. Iris nodded, wiping away a tear. Buttercup began to weave a tale about a tiny seed buried in the darkness of the earth. Despite the heavy soil and the lack of light, the seed held on to a spark of hope. Days and weeks passed, and slowly, it began to grow, pushing through the darkness until it finally broke through the surface. "You see," Buttercup said with a little smile, "even in the darkest times, hope can lead us to light." Iris felt her heart lift, as she realized that like the little seed, she too could find her way through the shadows. She embraced Buttercup, whispering a heartfelt thank you. From that day on, whenever Iris felt lost or disheartened, she would think of Buttercup's stories. He became her source of strength and inspiration, reminding her that no matter how tough things seemed, there was always a spark of hope to guide her. As the years went by, Iris grew into a wise and compassionate woman, her adventures influencing the tales she would one day tell her own children. And at the heart of each story was a shimmering salamander named Buttercup, who had once inspired a little girl to never give up hope. Okay, now let's wander into a new tale. The Radiance of Friendship. This story is about the radiant friendship between a gentle-hearted man named Muck and a dancing fairy named Lantana, bringing happiness and light to their village. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, there lived a gentle-hearted man named Muck. His days were filled with simple joys, from tending his blossoming garden to greeting every neighbor with a warm smile. One evening, as the clouds blushed with the colors of dusk, Muck noticed a strange glow emanating from the woods. Curiosity piqued, he wandered into the forest, guided by the soft twinkling light. He peered into the woods. He discovered a small clearing where the light was at its brightest. There, fluttering amidst a circle of wildflowers, was a tiny fairy with wings that shimmered like the morning dew. Her name was Lantana, and she was a dancing fairy, known for her graceful movements and radiant light. Muck watched in awe as Lantana's dance painted the clearing with a spectrum of colors, each twirl and leap leaving trails of shimmering radiance. Intrigued, Muck introduced himself, and Lantana, sensing his kindness, greeted him with a twinkling smile. They quickly became friends, sharing stories and laughter under the canopy of stars. As the night grew deeper, Lantana revealed her secret to Muck. Her radiance came from the joy of spreading happiness and light to those around her. But lately, she had felt her light dimming as fewer people ventured into the forest to witness her dances. Muck, moved by Lantana's plight, promised to help her. He invited the village to a special gathering in the clearing, where Lantana would perform her enchanting dance. The villagers, intrigued and excited, followed Muck into the forest. At night, as Lantana danced, the clearing was filled with the collective of awe and joy of the villagers. Her radiance glowed brighter than ever, reflecting in the eyes of every spectator. From that night on, the clearing became a place of celebration, where Lantana's dances brought light and happiness to everyone. The bond between Muck and Lantana grew stronger, their friendship a radiant being in the heart of the forest, illuminating the lives of all who came near. Now, let's continue with another soft tale. Euphorbia and Tiala's comforting friendship. This story is about the comforting friendship between Euphorbia, a kind-hearted woman, and Tila, a playful spirit, who help each other find solace and joy in their lives. Once upon a time, In a peaceful village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a kind-hearted woman named Euphorbia. She had a knack for caring for others, and was loved by everyone in the village. One day, Euphorbia was tending to her blossoming garden when she heard a soft, playful giggle behind her. Turning round, she saw a small, luminous creature fluttering in the air. "Hello, Intila," the elk said, the cheerful spirit with eyes twinkling like stars. "I've noticed how you bring comfort and joy to others, and I'd like to do the same for you." Euphorbia smiled warmly and welcomed Tiala into her life. Every evening, after finishing her daily chores, Euphorbia sat down in her cozy parlor with Tiala. They shared stories of their day, laughed at the funny moments, and whispered secrets to each other. Tiala always had a playful trick up her sleeve, whether it was making flowers dance or casting shimmering lights in the air. These magical moments filled Euphorbia's heart with warmth and happiness. On a particular night, Euphorbia felt overwhelmed by the weight of her responsibilities. She sighed deeply and rubbed her temples, feeling the burden on her shoulders. Noticing this, Tiala flitted closer and gently touched Euphorbia's hand. "Sing with me," China whispered. With a wave of her tiny hand, Tiala created a path of glowing orbs leading into the night sky. Hesitant but curious, Euphorbia followed her friend. They soared above the village and into a mystical forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the streams sang lullabies. As they glided together, Tiala spoke softly, "Aptal, remember, you are not alone. In every moment of your life, there is magic and solace to be found." Euphorbia felt a sense of peace wash over her as they drifted back to the ground. They sat by a shimmering lake, watching the reflection of the stars dance on the water surface. "Thank you, Tiala, for being here," Euphorbia said with gratitude. Tiala smiled, "And thank you for letting me be your friend. Comfort is a two-way street, and we're grateful for our bond." From that night onward, whenever Euphorbia felt weighed down by life's troubles, she said, "Remember the magical journey with Tiala and find solace in their friendship." They continued to share countless moments, each one deepening the warmth and comfort they found in each other's company. The village thrived with the unnoticed magic of their companionship, and Euphorbia's heart was forever lightened by the playful spirit who brought joy and comfort into her life. May tonight's story bring you comfortful night long.